One thing that the Breathless Riviera Resort and Spa is known for is its nightlife and its many activities and things to do. And since we were only there for 3 days and tres noches, of course we couldn't get to everything. But I wanted to highlight what we were able to do while we were there and what you could look forward to if you're going to visit this resort. The first thing you must do is download the AMR app onto your phone because that's really going to give you the schedule of events, everything you need to know, and where everything is happening. Events start as early as 10 a.m. in the morning, so they really do have something going on at all times. Almost every hour, you could find something to do at this resort. At night, they have a different theme and they have a different show every single night. So the app will tell you what those are and where to go for it. Pretty much all of the events and activities that take place during the day happen here at the large activities pool. So it starts at 10 a.m. They have games, they have organized games like volleyball, they have a pool concierge that does entertainment and pool games. And then they have a really large activities hut that also has all of the information that you need, but you can also rent out things like ping pong and they have assorted games as well. On the beach, they also have activities. They do have non-motorized water sports. However, the beach conditions were not great when we were there, so not many people took out the non-motorized water sports. They have cornhole and they also have volleyball as well. And you can actually download the app before you even get there so you can start looking at the different events, maybe planning out your days if you're the type of traveler that likes to plan ahead. Now, if you want to take it up a notch higher, they have a party pool that starts at 11 a.m. and it goes to 7 p.m. at night, and it can get pretty wild at times. The first day was a little bit more tame. The second day it got a little bit more wild, but literally it was all ages. They had music going all day. They had dancers and everyone just having fun and letting loose.
Till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
If it's your birthday or you're celebrating some other special occasion, you can rent out for extra money these cabanas and they will come out and make a big deal of your birthday.
Go, 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 go. But even that could change.
So at night, this resort really comes alive and the staff completely transforms this space into a nightly theme party. The first night we were there, it was neon night. So obviously there were neon lights everywhere. There was a booth that you could paint yourself in neon paint. And then there was an awesome DJ that kept the party going into the night. The second night was a Mexico themed night and a mustache party, and they had incredible dancers, an incredible show. They also had the Taco Fest area set up where you could make your own tacos buffet style. And of course, the party continued into the night. We were usually done by 11 o'clock, so I'm not exactly sure when they stopped the music. I think it's 11 or midnight. They also had these amazing artists. One did real life portraits, and then together they did these sideshows that were just outstanding. And then finally, the final night, we decided to go upstairs and watch one of the shows and see what those were like. They also have a nightclub, but unfortunately it was closed when we were there. So that is only open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturday nights. If you are looking to keep up with your workout routine, they do have a fitness center. The fitness center is about average size, and it has pretty much any type of equipment that you would need to keep up with your regular workouts. At times, they also offer separate classes, so they have yoga on the beach at times and some other fitness classes that they list on the app. One of my favorite things that we did on the resort was in the spa, and it was the hydrotherapy. It was one of the best hydrotherapy sessions I've ever had at a resort. And it was also free because we had upgraded to the Xhale Club. However, even if you don't upgrade, you can do the hydrotherapy for only $35 a person. They also have a full service spa with massages and facials, and also a salon with hair treatments. And again, I love the hydrotherapy so much. We actually filmed the whole process, so we're going to bring you along for some hydrotherapy. The staff at this resort overall is exceptional, especially here in the spa. We had Enrique and Xhale, and their service was just outstanding. So we started here in the locker room. We got our own locker, and they explained the entire process. So it's time to change and get ready for our treatment. So first is the steam room, and if you're doing this as a couple, you start separately at first, and then you'll meet together in the hydrotherapy room. But yep, so you start with steam and you sweat it out. And the guys actually start with the sauna first and then do the steam room when you're in the hydrotherapy. But once you're done, they escort you out into the main hydrotherapy area. There's also plenty of water and snacks and different things that they offer you as well. After the steam shower, you rinse off before going in for some more heat into the sauna. And then it's time for the actual hydrotherapy. And they have different sections that treat different areas of the body, but it is a whole body experience. And I also loved that it was open and light. Lots of times in the hydrotherapies, it's kind of dark and there's no window. So I actually liked that the fact that they had a lot of light coming in and that it was open and airy. And at the end, you take a cold plunge over there in the corner, and it was cold. But we actually did this the morning before we left, and we felt amazing. So I recommend it highly, and I actually recommend doing it if you don't have a flight until later. Do it the morning before you leave because it does. It kind of detoxes you from your vacation. It just makes you feel amazing for your trip. The resort does have an on-site tour service, so if you want to book some excursions, I definitely recommend going on excursions while you're visiting Cancun. We did not use this service. We had another service that we've used. It's called Viator.com. We use them in Puerto Rico and we love them so much that we use them again while we were here in Cancun. We went to Cozumel and I absolutely recommend going here. I can't believe we've been to Cancun this many times. It was our first time going there. I will give you a brief overview here, but I'm going to do an entire review of this excursion because it was so amazing. We booked our excursion through Viator.com, which we had used in Puerto Rico, and we're so impressed we wanted to use them again for our Cozumel trip. We also wanted to be on our own getting to the place where the excursion was departing from because in some of our past excursions, we booked it through the resort and then we had to go on a big bus and pick up lots of other people at different resorts. So even though it was a 4-hour excursion, it was an all-day journey, but definitely worth it. The tour was departing at 10:15, so that meant we had to get to the ferry, take the ferry over, and be at that place by that time. So it did take a little bit of planning and figuring out timing, which Nacho definitely helped us on. He picked us up at 7:30 in the morning because sometimes there can be traffic going to Playa del Carmen at that time. We wanted to make sure to catch the ferry because if we didn't catch the 9 o'clock ferry, we would have missed the whole excursion. Nacho also gave us a great tip, which was to buy a one-way ticket for the ferry, not a round-trip ticket, because there's several different companies that run the ferry, and that way when you're coming home, you don't have to wait for that company that you bought the round trip. You can jump on whatever ferry is ready to take off when you are ready to come home. So we took the 9 a.m. ferry, we made it over to Cozumel around 9:40, and then took a taxi to the Tortuga Bay Beach Club. So you have to factor all of that into your price. The ferry was around $20 one way per person, and then the taxi was $15. And the tour left promptly at 10:15, and again, it was an amazing time. We went to several spots where we snorkeled, and then we went to El Cielo, which was just mind-blowing. And we met some amazing people and had great weather. We were very lucky with the weather and just overall had a great time. I definitely recommend this tour when going to Cozumel, and I'll put it in the description below, the exact one that we took. And we really wanted to explore the city of Cozumel a little bit more, but we were so exhausted, we decided just to get back on the ferry, come back. We had some food in Playa del Carmen, and we were back just resting in our room, I would say by 5 or 5:30. And again, I'm gonna do an entire video on the details of this excursion, so make sure you check that out if you're looking to go to Cozumel while you're in Cancun. So overall, if you're looking for a resort that has great nightlife, a party vibe, and a lot of things to do, then the Breathless Riviera Resort and Spa might be for you. Make sure you check out the entire review we did on this resort so you can look at the different categories and see if this would be a place to have your next vacation. I also respond to all comments and questions, so just drop any of those in the comments section below. And hopefully you'll keep following us at 3 Days and Tres Noches, where we keep bringing you honest, to the point information about the destinations that we travel to and show you that you can have a fun and amazing vacation in just a short amount of time.
3 days, 3 noches. 3 days, 3 noches.
Follow 3 days, 3 noches.